Hello guys, we are finally back with Nona's music, and this time we'll be checking song called Home. Guys, if you aren't new here, you know how I much like and appreciate Nona's music and stuff. If you are new here, in the comment section there will be pinned comment with playlist of all my Nona's reactions, and you will find it there, like, probably all from Nona. I believe like I covered most of Nona's stuff from YouTube. There'll be probably, I don't know, like 1-2 dance practice which I still didn't see, but like in the other way I saw and heard pretty much all from Nona, and I'm very excited for this one. Last time we were checking Rollerblade, I believe. So guys, honk, let's check this out.
Look at me, look at her, pics in the rearview mirror. Put him up, post it, buckle up out of here. Yeah, we in the backseat, hit the gas, we turn it up. Yeah, get in the taxi, never pass me, ready, set, go. Get on the uncut.
Okay.
Get on the uncut.
Beep, beep.
Get on the uncut. Wheels on the bus go round and round. Got that junk in the trunk and we make it bounce. Tropical taste with my itty bitty waist, but my heart in your face and I always got my way. Bumping that bass and I make a speaker break. Gotta take it to your place, but I won't drive straight. NONA on your license plate. Gaga, I get jump to like me. If you're wondering, baby, how I got it on my own, I've been working all day, all night, all day, all night, all day long.
Okay, so let's hear this one. This, like, this build up to the chorus with that sound of honk. It's so funny. It started also like with that way, and immediately like I remembered from my youth those I don't know, like trucks, or like how should I call it, with ice cream, and they had every time when they like arrived to the city, they did sound like this one, for very very similar one, and like everybody, like every children knew, like this is our chance to grab some very finest ice cream. So like this is sort of like a throwback to my youth. Also very very unusual, like using of this sound, like it's not just like this build up, but it was also like used sort of like in the chorus, right? And even like during that song, very very unusual stuff. And guys, I'm like very enjoying. It's very funny and pretty much different in comparison with the Rollerblade, which is good because like a Rollerblade was very very similar to the previous one, work, I believe. So like I'm glad like they really sort of like turn away from that direction and choose another new stuff, not like third one in a row. Great, great. Sorry, hot here.
Get on the uncut. Get on the uncut.
Great shot.
Get on the uncut.
It was again like sort of shorter one, but like I heard from you guys like that Nona is cooking like a first discography, which will be out in this September, I believe. So I'm like very excited for like rest of the discography. Obviously, I believe like the previous one, Scissor Work, Rollerblade, this one, Honk, will be like including in the track list, and probably like the discography bring like, for example, 2 new songs. This ending sequence was great. I love that shot of the shutting down and shutting turning on lights for in the rooms in that living living house, not living house, in that house. These windows, like it it went sort of crazy with the cars and with the sound. It's like sort of dance party in the in the backyard or something like that. And great. Or no, it's maybe like some playground because I'm seeing the circles, etc. So it looks like for example, I don't know, what it could be, some basketball playground. Those, I don't know, for the kids, obviously not the professional one. So yeah. I had to say, it was very unusual since the start. I was sort of what is happening? It's also throwback to my first watching of SZA because now in previous time there is sort of more serious music, a very great one. That island pop, how I'm calling it, and it was so so 80s and so focusing on that, on that singing, on that softness, on that musicality, but also on that sexy appeal because Nona, girls on Nona are extremely beautiful. But then there was a sizzle, and I was like, what's happening? Since the first second, and this is similar vibe. Let's hear it once again, because this opening sequence is crazy. And now the switch to the hard part, at that moment I was like, yes.
Pics in the rearview mirror, put him up, posted, buckle up out of here. You'll be in the backseat, hit the gas, we turn it up, yeah. Get in the taxi, never pass me, race.
And now? And we are cooking something crazy again. No, that chorus. Sorry, this is insane. I love it. I love the sassiness which are Nona are capable producing because they are combined sort of hard music with absolutely crazy stuff, and I love it. I'm fan of these experimental ones, experimental sort of genres because we can categorize this one into sort of someone specific music genre. This is just Nona style, and I'm here for it. Great. Island Express. I noticed it before during the first watching and slash listening. It's sort of Easter egg to what I called island pop, because they are producing something like that, and it's really Southeast Asian pop and in its finest, with sort of secret element of Nona, which I'm calling island pop.
Wheels on the bus go round and round. Got the junk in the trunk and we make it.
And now we are not switching into that first passage had sort of that hard part without that sample of honk, but currently we are already using that honk in the background. You can hear it. And now even sound effects. I don't know, like I don't know why, but like I'm all the time like I'm like living my happy, joyful vibe like during this pre-chorus. I don't know, like it works to me like as sort of like something funny. I don't know like why, but like this like obviously even like before that listening the title of honk, I was already like what will be like what will be that sound from this song, and I'm not like disappointed. Like this is just truly amazing.
Get on the uncut. Get on the uncut.
And great choreo, by the way. Like the beginning, as I said, like during that switch part to that hard one, from that opening sequence. When that choreo started, like it's quite a different because like Borg and Rollerblade had sort of like similar one, and obviously there were like crazy stuff which they were like doing, sort of like acrobatic stuff. I would like break my spine and break my leg when I would like try this one. But like this song honk has sort of like more settled down choreo, but it has very big intensity and strong presence, and like it looks great in combined with this sound. Looks pretty great. And now we are like doing some acrobatic stuff, obviously. I can do it, this one, by the way. This is one of the rarest things which I am like capable to do. When I learned, when I was child, I, visit like capoeira lessons like for the 1 year. So I'm capable of doing this stuff, but like, the rest of of the discography, it's just insane. It's not for me. Oh. No. Technically issue. And great shots, by the way, great shots. Like I was talking about it, right? And I'm like probably talking about this like very often and during every reaction that I'm like they are very very beautiful ladies and they have a great self-confidence and attitude, and those shots are great, very great. Yeah, I didn't notice before. Like they are doing at the end, like the choreo band to that. It's sort of like Kinder's play. Train. It's called train. Like when they each other like grab, for on shoulder, for example, or like for hips, and they are like do it, that human train.